you're not claiming gay. You don't
No.
like bisexual.
No. I mean, I tolerate bisexual, but it's not something that I do openly and advertise. So I understand what that means. I still don't apply it to me. I don't apply any of that to me.
This is part 2 of Does My Boyfriend Like Boys? In part 1, Kaya shared how she was suspicious of her ex-boyfriend's sexuality, and our anonymous male revealed how his mother discovered his secret life. The question I want answered is, if your boyfriend or girlfriend is bisexual, is that a deal breaker? Let's start with the male's point of view.
First of all, it's a whole different scenario, for guys, because male homosexuality is shunned, more shunned than female sexuality, but that's because we live in a male-dominated society. So the male fantasy is, one guy, 2 women, so you need the women to be interacting. So if it came across for me, it wouldn't be an issue. I mean, and I have come across women that I've dealt with that in the past, had been with women, this, that, and the third, but it's not something you look at where like, I can't talk to you. It's like, I can talk to you. It's more of a raised eyebrow.
It's like
But to take it to take it deeper though, like if it became, I think the issue would be more so if the person was still, having sex with people of the same sex while we're together. Because, even if you're a guy or a woman, that's still cheating. Exactly. Unless your relationship is some kind of open relationship. But I think that would be more of the thing that upsets me more than, you used to be with women. Because I think, one as a guy, I want to be like, okay, whatever. And if you are going to cheat, protect yourself and protect me,
Before we get to Kaya's thoughts on dating men who've been with men, our anonymous male tells us what happened when he told the love of his life about his sexual past.
She told me that she loved me and wanted to be with me, and I thought, you can't really love me if you don't know everything about me. I think I'm holding back some things about me with you, and if you're gonna love me, let me tell you that part, but I think you need to know, and then see if you love me after that. So this was like a conversation for some days, because I would get off the phone or she would get off the phone, we had to run the class. It was a lot of stuff that led up to me saying what I had to say, and then even after I said it, it wasn't like, oh, okay, cool, as long as it's not with me. I mean, not as long as it's not at the same time as me. It was more so like, wow, I mean, I understand. This is what she was saying, I understand. I get it. I've actually dated someone else who I thought was gay or was gay. You're saying that you're not gay and that you've had these situations, because again, I sold it as, I packaged it as, which it was a transitional thing for me, something that is not going to be in my life forever, just because of what I envisioned for my life. And most things that I envision for my life happen the way that I want them to be. So I don't see why this part wouldn't be. So far, I think I'm right.
Our anonymous male discovered that his truth didn't change the love that his girlfriend had for him. Now let's find out what Kaya thinks about dating men who have been with men.
I feel like if the relationship is something that is very, serious to me, then yes, I would be willing to compromise on that. But I think under normal circumstances, I would rather not. By curiosity is one thing, bisexuality is another thing. I would really have to know where that person stood as far as enjoying one sex more than the other, as far as really if he would be satisfied with just being with one sex. I don't think that, even though I would be okay if in the past they had had a homosexual relationship or sexual experience, I would definitely not be okay with them sharing those homosexual experiences after they're with me. I think for men it's a little different because they're like, oh, you're gay? All right, can I watch? For me, I don't want to watch. No, thank you. So yes, I think that I think I would be okay with it, but it would have to be a very unique circumstance. So I think under normal circumstances, if they didn't have a preference, or maybe if they didn't think they'd be satisfied with only a woman, then I don't think I would be okay with that. But that's not because of the sexual preference. That would be for my own relationship.